everybody, and welcome back to the Geek Grand Championship. We have an interesting one for you today. These two players have showed that they can win, and they can win big. We haven't seen them a lot this year, but because we have been having issues, doing stuff. So we have Chris Diaz, who I think last time we saw him, he lost to Javi Madam, but he did win his debut in a triple threat with a KO, which puts him just above Devonte King, who last time we saw him lost to another great competitor in Tyler Birch, but debuted against our very own Golden Himbo, Anthony Tisdale, and picked up a win on that. So both are 1-1, and they are ducking it out for a spot in our championship tournament to end the season. With me, I have Jack Pinchuk. Jack, I don't think I have never hosted with you. I am going to mute my phone.
Yeah, that's probably an okay idea. Yeah, no, I'm excited to host with you. Most times I've hosted, it's been with Alex or I think Joe one time. I can't even really remember, but you've always been backstage, so it's nice to be on the desk with you for a change.
It is nice to not have to push the buttons because I have a backstage producer myself this time. So
Alex gets to be backstage producer this time. That's on you, Alex. So I'm very excited for this match. Chris Diaz getting a bit of a tough draw in his last match against Javi, and Devonte, same with him, with Tyler. So two competitors that obviously know their stuff, just have been a little unlucky in their matchups. But I'm excited to see what happens here today.
Yeah, same. So enough from us. Let's hear what.
Hello, everyone. This is my first time back since the freefall, where I also did pretty well in. And yeah, I'm here to have fun. I love Devonte. He's a great player. I play in his league a bunch and respect him a lot. So I'm here to have fun. Win or lose, just enjoy doing trivia. So good luck to the both of us. Let's have fun.
Yeah, it's my first time back. I think. I was in the free-for-all and didn't do so well there, but yeah, I love playing Chris. He's a good guy. We have very similar knowledge base, so I think this will be hopefully a good match. I think we'll hopefully go to round 3 and may the best player win.
Yeah, I forgot. I mean, we did see both of them in the what was the name? Battle of the Triviaverse? Something I don't remember.
I believe so.
Yes. The naming guy is giving me the thumbs up. The Battle for the Triviaverse. I just call it Triviaverse, so I don't know the full name.
That's fair.
All right. So introducing first, with a record of 1-1, he is Devonte King. Devonte King.
Button person. There we
go. Not that easy, is it? And his opponent, with a record of 1-1 and 1 knockout, Chris Diaz.
No, button person, do your job.
No, his time. All right, guys. We are going to ask you 10 questions. Count them, 10 questions, and you will have 15 seconds to answer your best attempt. I am doing terrible today. 10 questions, 15 seconds. Geek. If you get all of them, it's a perfect round. 1 point per question. Whiteboards, if you get a perfect round, it's 1 question. 3 repeats, 1 challenge. Let's just All right. I'm high on painkillers. I got surgery on Friday. So
you're good. You're good.
You can.
Yeah. If you
anyway.
Question 1.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. In that case, your first question, if there's no questions from the competitors, comes in the category of quotes. Which Middle-earth character says the line, "The fires of Isengard will spread, and the woods of Tuckborough and Buckland will burn, and all that was once green and good in this world will be gone"?
Very pessimistic quote. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a totally valid quote, though. That's a very that's a worldview that I may or may not have shared.
I know I can trust you to do a Middle Earth quote with weird names in it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Chris.
Great, gentlemen.
And Devonte.
Mary
is the correct answer. So Devonte taking the 1 point lead there.
Good job.
Your second question comes in Marvel. Who plays Harry Osborn in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Now, this movie is not great, but I don't think it is terrible. I think just Gwen and Peter's relationship alone makes this movie enjoyable.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
It's definitely like lower tier Spider-Man movie. It's not the
Yes.
worst by any means. Spider-Man 3 exists, for God's
Yes.
sake. But like,
That is correct.
but it's not great.
No, it's not. It's not. Though that scene, it is like it hit me hard. 5, 4,
So I'm
3,
here with my mom. That was
1. Pens down, Devonte
Is it Dane DeHaan?
and Chris.
Thank you, Han.
It is Dane DeHaan.
all right. Clean sweep on that question as we get into your next one, which comes in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Hogwarts house is the only house we do not see Gryffindor play Quidditch against throughout the Harry Potter series?
Yep. We were testing this document the other day, and I will reveal later an answer that, you know what, I'm going to not say anything, but Adelaide's a bitch.
We're not wrong.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Chris.
In the book, but not in the movie, Ravenclaw.
And Devonte.
Yep. Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw is the correct answer. And like Gryffindor, that was Adelaide's answer. And
That's funny, actually.
your next question is in the category of the DCEU. In The Flash, when Iris visits Barry's apartment, he faces through his wall to steal what specifically from the neighbors? So this movie came out, it became eligible, and now everybody loves writing questions about The Flash.
Oh, it's the best movie to write questions about.
To be fair, it has a lot of questions. Like,
True.
It has a lot of questions. It's a very movie. Like, it's a lot of stuff happens in that movie, so you can write a lot about it. Unless I'm like, I don't know, there's a Alien versus Predator. 5, 4.
Yeah,
3,
you can't write shit about that movie.
1. Hands down. I think it's Devonte again.
If I didn't get too specific, I said 2 beer bottles.
And Chris.
I say alcohol.
We did say specifically in the question, we were looking for beer. So beer, we are going to take Devonte's answer.
Yes.
All right.
And with that, Devonte extending his lead a little bit as we get into the next question, which comes in the category of Star Wars. How many Star Wars films feature characters disguising themselves as Imperials?
We are going to give you extra time for this one.
Yes.
There is a lot. There are quite a few movies now,
Oh, yeah.
When we started with trivia, there were, you know what? I am not going to say the number of movies because that might be a lead.
That's fair.
I'm going to stop myself from listing the best movies in Geek or Fandom.
Fair.
5, 4. No, but you know what? No. Let's just give them a little more. I said a little more. And
Yeah, we'll give him a little more. You're the boss.
all right, now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Devonte.
I don't know, 6.
And Chris.
Is that New Hope, Rogue One, and Last Jedi 3?
It's in the middle. The answer is 4. The movie being Solo, Rogue One, A New Hope, and Return of the Jedi.
Yes. So with that, no more perfect rounds as we get into...
I see Devonte. Are we okay?
No, I'm fine. No, never mind. I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah. No more perfect rounds to get into the next question read by David.
Yes, your next question is in the category of mixed bag. In G.I. Joe Retaliation, the three Joes who survive the ambush on their base hide inside of what? Now, this mixed bag list, there are a lot of mixed responses about when we release the list.
This mixed bag list is a mixed bag of quality, I'll tell you. It's
yeah, that was
Can I
exactly
have a
what.
repeat?
Yes, that's Chris' first repeat. In G.I. Joe Retaliation, the three Joes who survived the ambush on their base hide inside of what? And yes, it is exactly what we wanted. We are not going to give you all good movies like, I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves.
You're also going to get Dungeons and Dragons, the Jeremy Irons
Exactly.
version, which I still haven't seen.
That is the first. I think that is the perfect example of our mixed bag movie.
That's fair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Chris.
Bunker?
And Devonte.
A water well?
Waterwell is correct. So I have 5-2 in favor of Devonte right now.
That is what I have as well.
Cool.
All right. And with that, we will get into your next question, which is in the category of Star Trek. Your question: how does Uhura realize that Kirk is underneath her roommate's bed when she arrives at the apartment in Star Trek 09?
And we will take a general answer.
Yeah, we'll take a general answer.
A general.
I'm adopting the Nick Tuig general answer.
Well, they don't do this anymore. They do this, so I think we can do this, right? I think that's how it works. I think the rights for this expired. They come public.
In one of my matches, he would go general answer.
Yeah. So since the rights of this have gone public now, we are going to get a horror movie. That's how it happens. You know, a character goes, the rights of a character go public, and then we get a horror movie. 5, 4. We need to pull 3, 2, 1. Pens down at Devonte.
Can't you hear him breathing?
And Chris.
He sneezed?
Devonte is correct. She can hear him breathe.
Yes. So 6-2 then?
Yes, your next question is in the category of DC. In 1989's Batman, what does Vicky take pictures of Bruce doing when she follows him after their night together? And we will take a 50-50 answer. Like, we need something.
There's something we're looking for. I want to go back for a second. G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Yes.
Not a great movie, but one that I can watch and have a pretty good time with. It's one that came out when I was like 10, 11, and
it is one of those it's a blockbuster movie that's relatively okay. So it's like it's not boring. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down, all right? And Chris.
Entering an alley?
And Devonte.
It's like putting flowers at where his parents died, or the site his parents died.
Devonte is correct.
Okay.
Yes. Laying down flowers.
Okay.
Yes.
We needed the flower. Like, we needed putting down flowers. We didn't need the parents dying part, but that is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that, we'll get into your penultimate question of the round, which comes in the category of the MCU. Your question is, what is the only MCU film composed by John Murphy?
A composer question. In an MCU category? That can't be right. We had an extended discussion about this in the Rogue Nation chat the other day. You know, it is interesting how when I am high, I engage more in the faction chat.
You and I both, man. You and I both.
I don't know.
Can I get
5,
a repeat?
4.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Repeat.
For
Oh,
Devonte.
okay. I want to read
His first repeat?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Sorry.
MCU. What is the only MCU film composed by John Murphy?
So, my backstage producer. Oh, really? That's it? Really? Does this mean shame on you? I didn't. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Just reading the private chat.
Thumbs down. Devonte
Hopefully, I didn't switch them, but I put Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
and Chris.
Same. Gone to the Galaxy Volume 3.
Both correct. All right, your penultimate questions and no
Your
final question, as there are no more perfect rounds today, is in Middle Earth. How does Gandalf kill the Goblin King while rescuing the dwarves in an unexpected journey?
This movie. Okay. Is it the best Middle Earth movie? No, Caleb Coho and Adelaide Spence. It is not.
No,
however,
it is not the best, even the best in the trilogy, in my opinion. But
I'm inclined to agree with you. I like Desolation of Smog a weird amount.
I like Desolation of Smaug more. Yes,
But like, it's still good. Not as bad as people give it credit.
Here's the thing: the Hobbit movies suffer a lot from the comparison. Like
Yeah.
it's just
It's
what it
true.
is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Chris
Cut his head off.
and Devonte.
I just put slices his throat.
We can take Devonte for sure. I don't think his head comes out.
His
No.
head does not come off. He just cuts through all 19 of the Goblin King's chins and cuts his
Yes,
throat.
we cannot accept.
So yeah, unless there's a challenge, we will
Yes.
only be accepting
I
him.
feel like because his head does come off, it falls right on the ground, right? That I remember specifically for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there a challenge?
Yeah, challenge.
All right. So let's come back after the challenge. All right. Back from the challenge, we did check the scene. His head is still on his body when he dies. So we are going to be giving the points to Devonte and not Chris. So final score coming out of round number 1 is Devonte with 9 and Chris with 3. Both of you have used one repeat and Chris has lost his challenge. So in round number 2, we have given the competitors 3 categories, sorry. Each of them is going to choose one and they will receive 5 questions worth 2 points, though they can go to multiple choice and the value will go to 1 point. Stealing is available in this round, so be wary of that. Devonte, well, your categories for today, I should probably say first, are Marvel, MCU, and Middle Earth. Devonte, you are in the lead, so you can choose to pick your category first or second and to answer your questions first or second.
I'll pick first and then go second.
All right, so what category do you like?
I'll pick Middle Earth.
All right, so Middle Earth for Devonte. And Chris, what would you like, Marvel or MCU?
MCU.
MCU, all right, so Marvel, Shall We Need It is going to be going to round number 3. So, Devonte, you chose to answer your questions second. So, Chris, Jack, do you want the Middle Earth questions?
Yeah, I'll take Middle Earth questions if you want to take MCU.
I don't care. So, Chris, are you ready for your MCU questions?
Yeah.
Which MCU hero has a master's degree in electrical engineering? Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Bruce Banner, B, Hank Pym, C, Scott Lang, or D. Tony Stark?
Tony Stark.
That is incorrect, Devonte. Your options for the 1-point steal are A. Bruce Banner, B. Hank Pym, C. Scott Lang, or D. Tony Stark.
Scott Lang.
That's correct for a 1-point steal. Right. Chris, your second question in the MCU. In Eternals, Cersei tells Dane that Icarus has what occupation?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, doctor, B, lawyer, C, pilot, or D, professor?
Professor.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Devonte, your options for a 1-point steal are A, doctor, B, lawyer, C, pilot, or D, professor.
This might be too on the nose. I'm gonna go pilot.
That is correct for a 1-point steal.
Oh, shit.
All right, Chris, your next question. Who plays Njobu, father of Njedaka, in Black Panther?
Sterling K. Brown.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. When Corvus Glaive, the child of Thanos, stabs Vision in Avengers Infinity War, he said it took away what ability of his? And we don't need like the name of the ability, just what it does.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, flight, B, his head laser, C, his phasing, or D, his super strength?
C.
C, phasing is correct for 1 point.
Yeah.
And your last question. In how many MCU films do we see the real Infinity Gauntlet?
How many MCU movies?
Yes.
How many?
A little more time for this one. Five, four,
3.
and that is correct for a 2 points.
Yeah.
Big 2 points.
Yeah, I had
All
to
right.
count in my. I had to count it out in my head, making sure I got to the count. So
Yeah.
I had to make.
All right. So after Chris's round 2, I have Chris's total up to 8, but Devonte with those steals has 11.
That is what I have. Yeah.
All right. So we're officially in knockout territory, but anything can happen in Devonte's Middle Earth questions. Devonte.
All right.
I'll pass it on to Jack.
Yes, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Middle Earth whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Awesome. All right. Which Middle Earth film was the first to feature 2 characters keeping count of their kills?
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
That is correct for 2 points. In 1978's Lord of the Rings, how old is Frodo turning when Bilbo is turning 111?
Oh. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, 22, B, 33, C, 44, or D, 55.
33.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right. Okay, so it's 8 to 14, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right. Your next question. Gimli is the son of which member of Thorin's company?
Gloin.
That is correct for 2 points. And your penultimate question. In the Fellowship of the Ring, Boromir suggests that they take which path on the way to Minas Tirith, which Aragorn opposes?
I'm probably gonna get this wrong. I don't know if it leads. The Gap of Rohan?
That is correct for 2 points.
The
And I
choice is
believe
Gap.
we're in a situation where if
Yes.
Devonte hits his next question for any point value, it will be a knockout.
Yes.
All right. So, Devonte, your final question in Middle Earth. Towards the end of the Desolation of Smaug, before entering Dol Guldur, Gandalf sends Radagast to deliver a message to whom?
Multiple choice. Be sure.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Bilbo, B, Elrond, C, Galadriel, or D, Saruman.
Galadriel?
And your winner, by way of knockout, Devonte King. Galadriel was indeed correct. Wow. All right. So we are not going to dwell. We are going to start talking with the unfortunate loser today, Chris. Look, we know it was a rough round one. That's what it was. A rough round one. You have done a lot better in round one before. We have seen you. It's just a bad day. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. Some of the questions bugging me a little bit. Like, I wish I got Middle Earth in round 2. I didn't know a lot of these questions off the top of my head. But Devonte is a good player. Just like, I had a rough year. I did really round of free-fall. That's probably my biggest highlight of going, tied for second place with Boatman behind Joe for the free-fall. Like, but yeah, a great game. Like, it did allow me to study more. Like, I got so much going on right now with work and such, but it gave me a chance to step back, study, especially any new category get added next year. Give me a chance to relook at stuff.
Yeah.
And focus just to do better next year. I think I'm rooting for Devonte. He's a great player. Like, I respect him a lot. And I'm looking forward to coming back next year strong in both this and team.
Yeah. So, well, we will be seeing you next season. You have a record of 1-2, which is not a terrible one. So it just will take a little more for you to get back into a position of maybe title contention. But yeah, we love having you here, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Whoop, sorry. Just force of habit. And we are back with today's winner in a dominant fashion, missing one question. Devonte King. Devonte, I mean, missed one question, got all the steals, swept your middle elf round, 19 points in a knockout. I think the numbers speak for themselves. How are you feeling?
I mean, I feel good. I mean, Chris has nothing really to hang his head about. I mean, round one, I had that last time I played Tyler. Like, it seems like he missed the first one or two, and then all of a sudden everything just kind of falls apart. So this is no. I think Chris is a way better player than how he played today. It's just the questions were just kind of in my favor, and I kind of just knew round one. And then Middle Earth was just something I just kind of got not really lucky, but like the multiple choice I had to go a couple times, and I just kind of knew guess on those. So it was just kind of really a good lucky day for me. But
well, I mean,
I'm happy to.
You did have some great 2-point pulls, like Cup of Rohan. That was one that I kind of thought was going to be a multiple. But yeah, so with that, you are 2-1 with one knockout. That knockout is going to be very important for your seeding in the upcoming tournament. We don't know your seed yet because more stuff has to happen. But yeah, you are going to be very well placed probably. So congratulations, and we will see you in the tournament very soon. So yeah. Well, Jack, great match. Devonte showing that he is ready for this tournament and to play with the heavy hitters. Again, 19 points in a round two knockout is something
Yeah.
not like it's scary. Missing one question in round one, an accounting question, which we both know those are a little nye. So, thoughts on the match?
Oh, here's the thing. Chris, Chris Diaz, he got like the round one just clearly wasn't in his wheelhouse, and
Yes.
just there's a couple questions that maybe on a better day for him he hits, but I don't think
Yes.
there's anything he can do against a dude who's only gonna
No.
miss one question.
No.
Picking up all the steals where he can, sweeping his own category, and going almost perfect in round one. That's a tall order in and of itself, but you know what, Devonte, he showed up. He showed up today, and I think he's cemented himself as someone to look out for in this tournament.
Yeah.
Coming up, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how he does the rest of the season. Chris, very knowledgeable player. This match is not indicative of how he plays or of his knowledge. He'll be back, and I pity the person he has to play when he is back.
Yeah. So that is enough from us. I'm just waiting for Alex to do his weird thing because I